We'll look into the virtue of San Isidro as tied with what it means to understand the readings today. In the first reading, it speaks of a struggle. There's a debate. Okay, so when we speak of a debate, there's a suitable topic of discussion, and then two sides are being heard. And the result should be something that will benefit the entire community. And this happened, okay, in the council, probably, I'm not so sure, on the year 49 after the death of Christ. So the topic was actually, must the Jewish people who got converted into Christianity insist that their traditions, that their rituals, that their actions should be fully done by those who are not Jewish people? So this is now the issue. Etong ginagawa namin, okay? Ito ang dapat. Convert kami ng Christianity, convert din kayo. Dapat katulad kayo namin at sa mga ginagawa namin. So dito pa lang, magtataka tayo. Tama ba o hindi? Well, the Jewish people would say, well, it was begun in our life. We are the chosen people. So what God has dictated, they are all good and correct. So they must all be followed through and through, even when we are now in the time of Christianity. Pakikinggan mo, tama rin naman, di ba? Correct naman. Pero sabi naman ng isa, no. The center is this: God has loved everyone and sought everyone, and in love put everyone here inside. So there are now things necessary before, no longer today. Tama rin naman. Okay. So paano natin dito nilalagay? Paano nila dinidiscuss ito? So the end result was like this, okay? There are things that must not be followed anymore because, okay, it's no longer necessary. But there are things that should not be neglected because they will always hold true forever. Okay? So ano itong mga bagay na hindi na necessary? Isa na diha, ang pagtuli. Okay, di ba? Sa Pinoy, necessary jud. Kung di ka gusto mamatay sa kantsaw, labi na karon nga pandemic, taon ang mga bata nang dagko na, wa pamatuli. Kay mahadlok lagi taon, basin ma-COVID po to. Di ba? But it's so necessary for Filipinos. Pero kani, no. Whether you're uncircumcised or circumcised, you are a child of God. And no one can take that away from you. Other things, so many, the cleansing ritual. Pero kung titingnan natin, hindi rin naman din talaga mali. Naalala natin na in the pandemic before, in the time of the bubonic plague, or otherwise known as the Black Plague, and a lot of people died all over. Isa sa mga tribo ng tao na hindi masyadong natamaan, the Jewish people. Why? Because of their sense of constantly cleansing and washing. Sa sobrang kalinisan, nakaiwas sila. Kaya ang dami ring galit sa kanila kung bakit kakaunti lang ang namatay sa kanila. So, pero, hindi naman kailangan na ganyan, di ba? There are food that must not be taken. Okay? Pero ngayon, anong sabi? No. Anything that goes inside is not bad. It's what comes from inside that goes out that makes a man dirty. So kung titingnan natin dito, this is the struggle of the council. And yet nanaig, ano ba bang pinaka-importante? The love of God. So therefore, tama yung sinasabi dito ng gospel na manatili tayo sa pagmamahal. Katulad ng pagmamahal ng Diyos na nakikita natin ang Ama sa Anak, ang Anak sa Ama at kasama ng Espiritu Santo. At ang, di ba, ang pagmamahal na ito ay ipinagkaloob sa atin. Kaya dito tayo dapat mag-focus. And then we proclaim it to the world. So now that we understand this, paano ba magmahal? Paano ba itong sinasabi na we must follow this love of God? Well, what better way than to use our own patron saint whose virtue is focused on the dignity of labor. Remember, San Isidro is a farmer, labrador. Okay? Then, from here, he now points to the fact that even when you're a farmer, when you understand this love of God in your own ordinary day-to-day life, you can be holy. You can be a saint. In the ordinariness of what you do, when you do it in love, with love of God, sighted on people, then we can become a saint too. And this is a powerful virtue that must be understood, most especially by we who come from San Isidro Parish. Anong ibig sabihin na nagmamahal? Okay? Nagmamahal sa araw-araw o pang-araw-araw na ginagawa natin. Okay? So, when we look into this, we look into the fact that sometimes we think that doing big things is what is necessary to become holy, to become a saint. Pero anong sabi ng Diyos? Hindi naman sa lahat ng panahon kailangan ang big things. In fact, when we look into our lives, there is more ordinary than extraordinary. The struggle of couples in their marriage, the struggle of a mother to her children, the struggle of a father to her children, the struggle of siblings, their ordinary day-to-day lives. Friendship, okay, relationship in the office, relationship in school, they are all ordinary struggles. You don't have to look for something so big in order to be holy, in order to be a saint. And that's the reason why this is here. And then another area of what we call ordinary is our own very lives. We have our own wounds. Ang dami-dami nating sugat. Anong sinasabi nung kanina, bumalik yung aking, when I was reading the prayer after, di ba, yung let us pray, I had to go back to the prayer today because I was struck by the statement, lack of perseverance. Okay? Ano ba ito, di ba? When we destroy ourselves, may ginawa tayong mali, o kaya sinaktan tayo, it's a wound. And that's the reason why this is part of life too. Sino bang hindi nasugatan? Ordinary ang masugatan. Araw-araw pwede tayong masugatan. But what do we do with our injury? Akala natin mamamatay tayo dito. Pero what we lack is actually, yung sinasabi, Lord, make up for what we lack. And one of the lacks we have is perseverance. And what is perseverance? The struggle to stay on. Okay? When you are wounded, okay, there are two kinds. Ikaw ang sinaktan, ikaw ang nanakit. Okay? Either way, there's a struggle. And the struggle will require perseverance. It takes a long time before wounds will heal. And that is why this grace called perseverance is so necessary to keep us going. And when we are in the right track, it makes us learn. Kaya pala kailangang mahaba kasi we are being tested in fire. Okay? Di ba? Habang tumatagal, when you begin to understand at hindi ka nagiging impatient, you allow yourself to really enter into this melting and smelting if it's metal, di ba? Then you come out later on like a gold. So to close, let me give you a short story that was written by my former spiritual director when I was in the seminary, Father Neil Guillemette, who is actually an author of books. He was my teacher in the Gospels and in my class in the language Greek. Okay? He was really very good. But what caught my attention was his story about, there was this clam, okay? Diba, underneath the ocean or the sea, there are clams. Di ba, alam natin na ang clams are where we get the pearls. Pero paano daw nagiging pearl yon? Okay, so this is his story. There's this clam so joyful and so happy, so beautiful, opening and then closing. It was just like that every day. But then one day, accidentally, there was this pebble that got into the clam. And then it reached the center part, and then it got lodged there. So because it's a foreign object, nangisay-ngisay siya. He wanted to throw it off. But no matter how he did it, it could never be pushed out. And so the struggle continued and continued and continued and continued. It took a long, long time. But after a while, it did not feel anything anymore. Because the struggle of grinding out the pebble that got lodged inside led the pebble to become the pearl. And it's a beautiful story. We know it's just fiction, but it points to the fact that it's like this. When we are into the struggle, grind all you can, struggle with it, but don't move out of it. Learn from it. It may take a long time or a short time, but it will be the same. When you are into it, in patience and in perseverance, you learn. And I think this is the whole point of Saint Isidore. In the ordinariness of times, when we grind it the right way, eventually we become pearls for others and a pearl for God. Happy Fiesta in advance, because I wouldn't be here anymore. This is my last Mass in this parish, and the fiesta will be on Sunday. My bishop would want me there 8. So, advance Happy Fiesta. A round of applause for our patron saint.